Hi, this is Mary Albert. It's December 14th, and I'm here just having watched a lovely sunset at the lake with some crazy mist going on. So I just spent the last 2.5 hours at Happy Tears Cafe talking with Priya and Laura initially, and to recap our Incline Middle School pilot day, and then I spent some time with Ken to strategize our future. And in fact, we scrawled on one of the folders, the only piece of blank paper I had with me, sort of like the back of a napkin, but we hashed out lots of aspects about strategy of fundraising, partners, strategy with IMS pilot and stuff. So I want to summarize that, thinking of you, Bill, in particular, as well as updating Priya and Laura on what we Ken and I talked about. So summary of the session today. While we made a pivot to offer the kids the choice of pursuing the selfpreneur certification, getting like a real NFT that can help them with their future jobs and internships and college and everything. It's not clear to me that there's actually enough. Well, there might be 5 of the 18 kids who might choose that option, but there's a lot of less motivated kids. So, but what we were able to confirm is that the food team is going to make pizzas for a party next Wednesday. Is sort of like their prototype of their healthy food making project. And then the Game and Thrive Lab team will be trying to create a game for next week, but given that hardly anyone wanted to work on it between now and then, I'm not sure we're going to have anything to show for it. However, I think Cody will come up with something to be able to show. Then, okay, so let's see. So then, one thing that was really cool, Laura created a video that demonstrated pulled clips from different movies to showcase the kinds of different personality traits that the different characters have. And it exemplified the thinking, physical, the emotional, and the imaginal. And I think it was wonderful, fun. And what we're going to do, Laura has said, is take now some clips from the kids actually doing and demonstrating these different things, and then create a video that can be used both for like marketing and fundraising, but also for education of other kids about these different qualities. So that's exciting. Now, going into the strategy part, what we kind of the outcome after all the rumination about all the possible partnerships and ways that we could move the needle on our selfpreneur and our platform development is basically that Incline Middle School is not turning out to be the opportunity to develop it with kids the way we expected. And the principal and kids are basically telling us, we don't want to take this too seriously. We don't want to do actual work. And so she was saying, well, can it just be a lab thing where the kids do whatever projects they want and there's no instruction or no learning other than playing with their projects? And that's fine, but I'm thinking that if we can transfer that to Kevin and not have, Ken, me, and Priya and Laura there every week, it's going to be an interesting transition, because what we really need is the team to focus on the development of the platform and the rollout of pilots in other locations and the fundraising to do all that. So that's the kind of high level summary. Is the strategy is we have to get the funding to build the platform on blockchain, etc., and do pilots in 4 places, one of which would be Churchill, one would be Reno, one would be probably, unless Incline High decided they actually wanted one. Vegas and north and south, like so two different kinds of settings there. And there would be both in school and hopefully like community based pilot, like a library. So the fourth step would be to engage the universities in the development and expansion of the use of the platform for pre-K through lifelong learning, and legislatively bring it so that we can, as a state, fully utilize funding in different ways than we are currently doing it at the school-based level. So we, anyway, raise more money, but apply it to these Thrive ecosystem approaches. So that's, in a nutshell, what the strategy is. And I think creating the video, we have an outline of the words and the language, the simple language of the two things we're really bringing to the table, which is a selfpreneur for social emotional wellness and self-direction to be ready for the world as it is today and tomorrow. And blockchain as a underlying facilitation tool for that, along with these Thrive worlds in Web3, where the kids want to create their own worlds. And so it's actually a good story that we think could appeal to both the Republican and the Democrats, especially as we have a Republican governor, and we need to be able to get him on board with supporting, what we're doing. And the good news is Ben Kiefer is now head of Gaming Commission for the governor. And Kiefer, when I met with him a few years ago, was a big fan of what we're trying to do and get kids, self-directing and also using blockchain tech and state-of-the-art tech. So I think this will speak well to all sides, universal appeal. And I think it gives me some clarity about how to go after and who to go after in terms of partnerships with the Ed3 DAO, which is education-based, educator-based right now, but wants to be and can move into selfpreneur or student-based. And as Ken said, who would I rather, work with of all the platform partners that we're talking with? I would rather work with Vriti and her team than with Taylor Shed and the Stimuli team. And I think Midas is going to be in the picture in the future, but we have to keep moving forward before we can really integrate with them. And then the final two partners that I'm really going to follow up with, ASU, and they have their program called a Pocket Portfolio, which is their blockchain-based student portfolio and wallet for all their competencies that they're doing. And then the Vegas DAO, which is a collection of people with $1 billion budget, philanthropy thing, where they want to rejuvenate Vegas and make it a community-wide engagement DAO. And we could be the what would you call it, the education arm of that, a spoke of the whole DAO network. So that's it in a nutshell. Tomorrow night there's a tech rally dinner or event, and I'm gonna tonight work through a refresh of our brochure to appeal to these two kinds of collaborators, blockchain-based development, as well as investor in the selfpreneur platform. So that's my plan. And now it's getting so dark I can't even barely see. So I will end here, and it's before 10 minutes. I'll look forward to your feedback, and especially as we get these communications together for the video and the brochure and marketing to the right people. Thanks.